Yehovah Elohim Tzvaot, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me and cover me and stir me and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Obadiah, Obadiah. This is the vision of Obadiah. Here is what Yehovah Elohim says about Edom. As a messenger was being sent among the nations, saying, "Come on, let's attack her. We heard a message from Yehovah. I am making you the least of all nations. You will be beneath contempt. Your proud heart has deceived you. You whose homes are caves in the cliffs, who live on the heights and say to yourselves, 'Who can bring me down to the ground?' If you make your nest as high as eagles, even if you place it among the stars, I will bring you down from there, says Yehovah. If thieves were to come to you, or if robbers by night, oh, how destroyed you are! Wouldn't they stop when they'd stolen enough? If grape pickers come for you, wouldn't they leave some grapes for gleaning? But see how Esau has been looted, their secret treasures searched out. Your allies went with you only to the border. Those at peace with you deceived and defeated you. Those who ate your food set a trap for you, and you couldn't discern it. When the day comes, says Yehovah, won't I destroy all the wise men of Edom and leave no discernment on Mount Esau? Your warriors, Teman, will be so distraught that everyone on Mount Esau will be slaughtered. For the violence done to your kinsman Yaakov, shame will cover you, and you will be forever cut off. On that day you stood aside, while strangers carried off his treasure, and foreigners entered his gates to cast lots for Jerusalem. You were no different from them. You shouldn't have gloated over your kinsmen on their day of disaster, or rejoiced over the people of Yehuda on their day of destruction. You shouldn't have spoken arrogantly on the day of trouble, or entered the gate of my people on their day of calamity. No, you shouldn't have gloated over their suffering on their day of calamity, or laid hands on their treasure on their day of calamity. You shouldn't have stood at the crossroads to cut down their fugitives, or handed over their survivors on a day of trouble. For the day of Yehovah is near for all nations. As you did, it will be done to you. Your dealings will come back on your own head. For just as you have drunk on my holy mountain, so will all the nations drink in turn. Yes, they will drink and gulp it down, and be as if they had never existed. But on Mount Zion, there will be a holy remnant who will escape, and the house of Yaakov will repossess their rightful inheritance. The house of Yaakov will be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, setting aflame and consuming the stubble, which is the house of Esau. None of the house of Esau will remain, for Yehovah has spoken. Those in the Negev will repossess the mountain of Esau, and those in the Shifla, the land of the Plishtim. They will repossess the field of Ephraim and the field of Shamron, and Benjamin will occupy Gilead. Those from this army of the people of Israel exiled among the Canaanim as far as the Sarphat, and the exiles from Jerusalem in Sepharad will repossess the cities of the Negev. Then the victorious will ascend Mount Zion to rule over Mount Esau, but the kingship will belong to Jehovah. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating book, Obadiah? We can listen to the written down vision of Obadiah, aim to be worthy of the highest honor, aim to have a humble and truthful heart, reflecting integrity, self-awareness, and willingness to submit to Jehovah. Aim to apply discernment, which is the ability to make decisions that align with divine truth and righteousness. Aim to fear Jehovah. Ask Jehovah to cover you with his grace and mercy. Help the poor and needy. Know a law Elohim has set into motion. As you do, it will be done to you. Aim to be with the set-apart remnant who will escape, who will repossess their rightful inheritance. Set your being on fire to please Jehovah in word and in action. Trust that the kingship belongs to Jehovah. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? Help the poor and the needy. Bear one another's burdens. Set your being on fire to please Jehovah in word and in action. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, self-control. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Jehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Jehovah will illuminate his wholeness, will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Jehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and set in place all you need to be whole and complete.